Hi everybody, my name is Yana and I am happy to present you my video regarding knitting a hard neckline on knitting machine. A hard neckline, for some reason it's a rather seldom used neckline. Probably one of the main reasons that hard neckline needs to be finished by crocheting, because of if you do a regular trim or neckband, so you cannot keep your heart shape. So your neckline will be more like round neckline, otherwise V neckline. But heart neckline is very feminine and very nice looking neckline, which fit many women, especially for summertime and for clothing for nice occasions. And neckline is not hard to knit. Uh, Now I would show you the way how you can knit hard neckline, a very simple and easy way, and you don't need additional finishing of this neckline, so you don't need crocheting. Especially it's important for those who cannot crocheting or does not like to do it. As you see, I knit my fabric up to neckline and I crossed stitches in the middle of the fabric where my neckline starts. Now I put in forward in non-working position needles of the half of neckline. So I will knit only half of neckline at the time with a partial knitting. Hard neckline for knitting fabric is pretty simple. So you knit beginning of this neckline at the like a V neck, but usually you close not one stitch at the time. You usually move two stitches. So your neckline is little more steep. It's a little more steeple as a neckline for V-neck. What I'm doing now, I'm taking two stitch transfer tool, two prong tool, and I'm taking two needles and move it not to the neighbor needles, but I jump through one needle. So I take two stitches and move them to stitch number uh, 4 and 5. You will see it a little bit better if you on another side. You take two stitches and move it, jump through one stitch and put it on stitch 4 and 5. Now I've done half of my neckline. Now I will knit a straight piece of neckline. Everybody who knitting on knitting machine knows that it can be pretty difficult to knit a straight piece of fabric which does not roll, because of we know that stockinette rolls. So if we want to avoid rolling, we have to do some tricks. I find out when I remove cross stitches together, so it does not roll so much. What I'm doing now, I take the first stitch to one prong transfer tool and take two stitches to two prong transfer tool. I will show it several times in this video. I just lost a stitch, so I have to put it back. It happens unfortunately sometimes. Just wait a second. Mhm. So mm, I remove my first stitch to one prong tool, two stitches to two prong tool, and hang my one stitch on the third needle, and stitches from two prong tool to the first and second needle. This way I like turn my fabric forward, so I avoid knitting. So I will show it again on another side. So as you see, I have basically non-roll neckline. The first part of neckline is some kind of steeple V neckline. It does not roll. And my straight neckline does not roll as well. No, now I am knitting the left side of my neckline. What I am doing now, I am starting to knit this steeple V neck by taking two stitches and moving these two stitches to the fourth and fifth stitch. So I'm skipping one stitch. I take two stitches, remove them, and skip one stitch and hang to the needle number 4 and 5. Don't forget your weight, because it's easy to stitches easy to fall from machine. Take two stitches, skip one stitch and hang them on the needle 4 and 5. Yes, my steeple V neck part is done. Now I will do a straight part of my neckline. For this purpose, I take first end stitch with my one prong tool, afterwards two stitches, and hang my first stitch and hang my second and third stitch and knit two rows. Take first stitch on one prong tool, second third stitches to two prong tool, and hang first stitch and hang first and second stitch. So I have all the time the same number of stitches on my machine, but I'm making my neckline, my straight part of my neckline, this way to avoid rolling and also to have a nice neckline. I take my first stitch on one prong tool and remove two stitches to two prong tool, hang first, cross them together and hang two stitches to the first and second needle. So it's basically it's very easy and fast, and it creates no roll edge. I'm done with my straight part of my neckline. Now I'm binding off and we will be able to see what we've done. It's our neckline, exactly the way we took it from our machine. And as you see, our heart neckline comprises of some kind of steeple V neck part and straight part. And we have a nice and non-roll edge, even pretty decorative, pretty nice non-roll edge. This it looks like now I ironing it, and now you see how does it look like after ironing. It's nice, pretty decorative non-roll edge and very easy to perform. If you haven't seen my video regarding V-neck, I would put a link for this video in comments below this video. In this video, I explain in details how to make a V-neck, V-neck on knitting machine by the simple way. Yeah, I just want to point your attention to this Picot-hem. It's a my way to do Picot-hem. It's very easy, and I think that it looks very nice, and I use it very often in my garment. I think it works well with this hard neckline. And I also made a video how I make this picot hem. It's very short video, it's 3 minutes video, and I put link as well below this video. And I hope you enjoy this video and learn something new, and thank you very much for watching, and bye.